Welcome back. Let's put this in the ether, right? The video. Because of AI, artificial intelligence, right? We can't trust anything we see, anything we hear. We can't trust things no more. We can't trust things on the internet. We can't trust things on TV. We can't even trust the thing that we read because of AI, artificial intelligence, right? Right? This is what's wrong with artificial intelligence. It created a distrust among people, right? Artificial intelligence is so advanced right now, right? It could generate images that people aren't even sure is it a real images or is it fake images, right? It's so advanced it could generate voices. It could take people's voices, learn it, and mimic it word for word, tone for tone, pitch for pitch, frequency for frequency, right? If it's that accurate, how can you trust that? Right? You see right now, an everyday ad right now, right? Everyday advertisement, you see commercial that using actors' voices and images, and people don't even know, are these the right person? Are these the real people that's doing this? Right? That's how advanced AI is, and it's leading to our detriment. We cannot rely and trust on AI so much anymore, right? This is what leads to all these dangerous, if AI get to this point, how are we for sure it's not going to get to another point where it becomes dystopic and take over society, right? AI have the capability to write stories, to write articles, to make up things that we are not even sure if it's true or not. This is what's so dangerous about AI. We can't trust these stuff. We can't trust these technologies, right? Not only that, AI is proven at the time, right? There's articles out there that proves that AI could be biased in its nature because of the programmer. The programmer who created this AI could instill biased belief onto a program. For example, Chat GPT, right? It cannot have a biased opinion. Yet again, when you ask certain questions, it shows its biased influences, its biased answer compared to one thing and another thing, right? It shows at the time. There's evidence of that, right? That's because it shows its bias, right? How can we trust it? If AI is capable of being biased, how is it trusted? Trust is basically earned because a person is neutral on certain things. Is it objective, right? If AI cannot be objective, how can we trust it, right? Not only that, people can use AI for malicious intentions, right? They could use AI to develop pictures, say this is a person, say create this pictures, create a nude pictures of this person doing things in a compromising manner and leak it out. And how do we know this is not fake? Right? How do we know they could create a picture of a female actress, leak it on the internet, and say it's fake? I mean, it says real. How do we know that? Huh? This is why AI is so dangerous, and people need to understand that. Right? People are aware. I mean, some people are aware of this, but for me, I'm not fully convinced that AI is solutions. Right? I'm not fully admit because I don't want the world to be, a dystopian future like Skynet, where all these machines is taking over the world, right? And the Matrix. I don't want to be like that. So this is why I don't trust AI. There's a website there's a website out there that's called These People Does Not Exist.com or .org, one of those things, right? These people do not exist. And every time you go to a website, you refresh it, it generates a picture of a person, which is said this person that you see in this website does not exist. And then when you go to that website, right, it's so real, it's realistic. But with the website tell you that these people doesn't exist, right? So if these people doesn't exist, how do we know that these pictures that they generated aren't used to fool people, aren't used to manipulate the paradigm, aren't used to manipulate the status quo, aren't used to manipulate people's opinion, perception, right? If these images are easily generated, how do we know it's not used for bad intentions, right? This is why we cannot trust AI, right? These voice modifiers, manipulators out there, how do we know not to trust them? How do we, it's not only that, AI have a capability of reducing services, right? Like writing jobs, scripts, right? Being a writer. If there's an AI, there's no need to be a writer anymore, right? There's no need for writers. There's no need for creativity because, with a push of a button, AI could generate all the script for you, It doesn't have to be a good script. It just has to be a script. These studios out there right now, they just generate anything and they just push anything out there to see what sticks. If it sticks, if it sticks. If it doesn't, let's generate another one. And it's destroying industry like writers and all these stuff, creativities. Right? This is why people should not trust AI. Right? I don't trust AI for a bit. I don't rely on that. You know, sure there are some benefits of AI, right? But like finding informations, provide recipes, that stuff. Those minor things. But yet again, we should not look forward to AI to replace certain things in our lives, all right? Because some stuff in our life we need to do in a face-to-face way, in a human way, all right? Some stuff we need to do the old-fashioned way, like involving human contact, involving human social ability, right? But how can we trust, right, anything that's AI generated? Look at the name AI in itself. AI, artificial. Artificial, what's another word for artificial? Fake, right? AI is just another word for fake. Fake intelligence, fake personality, fake persons, fake things. If it's fake, how can you trust it, right? If it's not real, how can anybody apply that much trust into something that's not real? Right? It could make all these fake stories like it's going on right now, fake news articles that the network is propagating all the time, fake incidents that's happening all the time. Don't let me go to the conspiracy rabbit hole, all right? But how do we know these AI technology aren't using this for malicious intent? How do we know AI is not using to the public? How do we know that? We don't know that. That's why we can't put trust on something we don't know so much like that. Right? We shouldn't put not much trust in something that we don't know. For sure. It's not 100%. It's not 100% foolproof. And people out there think it's foolproof. They're relying on these technologies. Alright? Some people said AI, whoever improved AI control the world, right? Whoever improved AI control the world, and if it's that much influential, if it's that much power, what if it gets into the wrong hand and the wrong people who use it for other things like nuke, right? Nuke, it can use for good, right? But yet again, it can also use for bad. Good meaning that you can use for energy purposes. I want to say it's clean energy, because when you use nuclear energy, it also have nuclear waste, and then that's hard to dispose nuclear waste. But yeah, that is also used for bad intention, like exterminations. All right, but it depends whose hand it fall under. All right, now going back to the AI part. Okay, are we willing to take that chances of whose hand it fall under? Shouldn't we take that chances? Shouldn't we take that chances? It's like it's a double-edged swords, right? Not double-edged swords. It's like what do you do in these situations? All right, I don't trust it because it's still not open to the public. It's not decentralized. All right, it's still centralized under certain control. So if things are centralized in certain control, how can you trust it? All right, like monetary policy, like fiat, that is centralized by Federal Reserve. So if it's centralized by the Federal Reserve, how can we trust that? How can we put that much faith into it? This is why people are diverting to things like Bitcoin, right, and gold and stuff like that, right? I think the public aren't fully invested in it yet. Maybe they are, but in my opinion, I don't think so, because there's still a lot of things to be proven about AI. Alright, this is what's going on in the writers' strike right now. The writers' guild or protest. This is what's submitted into their contract. That to say in the future, studios like Warner Brothers, Disney, and all that stuff, Fox, MGM, whatever it is, Paramount cannot implement AI to replace the writer's job. This is what's going on right now. There's a writer dispute right now, and this could affect Hollywood. This is why all these writers are protesting right now, because the job was on the line. Right? Their jobs are online. AI could replace a lot of jobs. And what does that mean for a lot of people? It replaces a lot of jobs. Right? That means a lot of people are useless. AI simply made a lot of positions that's norm right now completely useless later on in the future. Because who needs people when you have AI to replace them? AI don't need a day off. They don't need a break. They don't need to be signed to a contract. It's just AI. But the thing with AI, they need to perfect is what I was lacking of. It's sympathy, human emotions, or human things that AI cannot generate. Right? Consciousness. AI is not conscious yet. The way when it gets the capability of being conscious, that's when we have a problem. Right? That's when if a computer were able to understand what consciousness is, right? Then it realized that it could be, be manipulated. It could be used in bad ways. That's what I'm saying, right? It could rebel against this creator. All these stuff that you see in movies all the time. How AI could rebel its own creator, like the movie. What movie is it? A Space Odyssey. 2001: A Space Odyssey. The computer rebelled against its creator or something like that. But anyway, that's my point about AI. I don't trust it. Trust is hard to gain, and because of AI, it make it even harder among computers and people. But let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment below, and as always, peace and blessings.